Let's skip the fluff. If your WordPress site is not capturing leads, then it's not doing its job. Every day you go without an actionable lead gen system, you're throwing away potential sales. Now, we're about to fix that in this video. Most WordPress users think that tossing a newsletter box in the footer is enough, when in reality it's not. If you want email signups, demo requests, or even client bookings, then you need to be intentional and strategic. Otherwise, visitors are just going to scroll, skim, and bounce, and then they're gone forever. In the next few minutes, I'm going to hand you a proven step-by-step lead generation blueprint anybody can use on WordPress. I'm going to walk you through exactly what to set up, where to put it, and which tools to use so you can start collecting leads before the end of the day. And there really is only 2 tools that you need, and they come together in a single pack, which is beautiful. So step 1 is to set up a goal-driven lead magnet. I want you to pick one clear, valuable offer for your audience. If you're in the B2B space, then you may want to create a checklist or a cheat sheet, something like, the 7-point website audit PDF. Or if you're in the foot or fitness space, then offer a recipe pack or a quick start guide. If you're a consultant or a freelancer, then give away a mini video training or a template. Now, I want you to do this. I want you to write out the title of your lead magnet and a 1-line promise. And if you can't sum it up in one punchy sentence, I can tell you right now that it's not going to convert. And if you're someone who really struggles with copy, then there really is no need to to struggle with that in 2025. I mean, by all means, use chat, use Claude, use Gemini, use whatever AI you want to use to help you, because it doesn't matter how good your lead magnet is. If your copy on your site doesn't invite people to jump on to grab it, then you're going to be wasting your time. Step 2 is to build a dedicated landing page with Thrive Architect. You see, a lot of people make the mistake of sending leads to their homepage, and you don't want to do this because your homepage usually isn't the best page to speak to whatever pain point your lead magnet tries to solve. Your homepage will usually speak about your company and what general problem you guys try to solve, but it's not going to speak about the lead magnet that you've just created. So instead, I want you to fire up Thrive Architect, choose one of the lead magnet landing page templates, and there's like a gazillion of them that you can pick from, and customize the headline, the subheading, customize the bullet points, the benefits and feature section, and of course, be sure to throw in an opt-in form. And here's a pro tip for your landing page. I want you to remove your menu and navigation. Anything that may distract users from taking the action that you want them to take, which is for them to opt in and download your lead magnet, does not belong on this page. That's right, I want you to remove links to your homepage, to your about page, to your contact page. The only thing I should be able to do on this page is download your lead magnet and get in your email list. Anything else that deviates from that goal does not belong on this page. The third thing that we're going to do is we're going to deploy targeted pop-ups and sticky ribbons with Thrive Leads. So let's set up 2 different forms on your site right now. An exit intent pop-up, which offers your lead magnet only when someone's about to leave your page, and then a sticky ribbon, which stays at the top of every page or at the bottom. Usually I like having it at the top, and it's just perfect for announcing a free consultation or discounts that you may have up and running on your site, or a download PDF that you may be offering. Let's just go ahead and set these up. All right, back end of my WordPress dashboard. We're going to take care of these pop-ups in just a couple of minutes. The first one that we're going to work on is the exit intent pop-up. And in order to do so, we're going to jump over into Thrive Leads. I'm going to create a new type of lead group, and let's actually go ahead and delete this one. I'm going to call our lead group, perhaps, since we're in the fitness space, let's do Tony's recipe book. All right, and inside this lead group is where we're going to create 2 different type of opt-in forms, a ribbon and a screen filler lightbox for our exit intent pop-up. Now, the exit intent pop-up can actually consist of any of these types, okay? The trigger is going to be when user tries to leave our page. It doesn't have to be a screen filler, but for some reason, I kind of like using screen fillers, mainly because they take up the entire screen, and it's almost impossible not to see them. And when someone's determined to leave your site, I guess it's just a question of, hey, it's now or never. Either I get a hold of their attention or they're just going to leave. All right, so this is going to be our exit intent. I'm going to create a new form. And this is going to, here's where we're going to take care of the trigger, okay? It's going to display immediately on page load. No, we got to change that to show when the user is about to exit the page, okay? And now, of course, this means that if the user hovers over the back button of their browser, or if they try to navigate away from the page, as I'm doing right now, the pop-up will display. But of course, on mobile devices, there's no way for users to navigate away or to hover away from a page, right? Because they don't have a mouse. It's, you know, they're using their fingers. And Thrive Leads is smart enough to tell us, hey, on mobile devices, you can choose an alternative trigger, which consists of essentially time. Okay, so on mobile, instead of showing the exit intent pop-up on an exit intent, we're going to show it after users have been on our site for about 15 seconds, maybe a little bit too low since we're going to be displaying a ribbon as well. So let's do 30 seconds. Let's hit save. And let's actually go ahead and customize. Wait, actually, let's change the display frequency to show once a day. That's good. And let's do edit design. Let's actually customize the form. Now, of course, step one is to pick out a template that we can start working from. And there's a gazillion of different templates that we can start from. I think I'm just going to pick out a simple one. Maybe this one looks kind of fancy. Let's try that one with the slanted edge. Nice. And now it's just a question of replacing this background image with an image of our own. So let's go ahead and pick out an image of our book. And we can probably do this one. And let's do contain to make sure that the book is visible. That looks kind of slick. Nice. I think I also want to add in a solid color to the background, just to make sure that there's a little bit of contrast in between these two different columns. What I'm not sure about is what color I want to make it. Let's actually put, so let's, just for the sake of making our lives easier, let's assign a random color for now, put it in the background, and that doesn't actually look too bad. Let's see, I think I like a light color better. Yeah, that's nice. Now, this is a two-step opt-in form, right? Where people are going to say, yes, I'm interested in this lead magnet, get Tony's high protein, low carb diet book. Recipes that get you going in less than 10 minutes. And so people are going to click on I'm interested, and that is going to take them to state number 2. I'm going to hit save. And now we can proceed and start customizing state number 2. All right, so this is state number 2, which is actually the opt-in form. And here we're going to get rid of this image again. You know, in order to make our lives easier, actually, let's just completely delete state number 1. Because if not, I'm going to have to do the entire gimmick here, customizing things. Let's just clone the default state. And now I have state 1, which is going to be completely identical to the default state. Except here, I don't want a button. I want an opt-in form. So we can just do a form, a lead generation form. And we simply need a simple one. Let's just ask for a name and email. That should be good enough. And let's customize this. Not a huge fan of the blue here. Let's make it black. That should be good enough. And we can't forget to switch back to the default state. And here what we're going to do is we're going to customize the button so that it actually goes to the next state. So we got to go inside animation in action, and we're going to switch state to state number 1. Let's hit save, and let's actually preview what that looks like. Hit the button, and that triggers state number 2. Perfect. We've got our exit intent form, and this just closes the form. Looks great. I'm back inside Thrive Leads. We have our exit intent form. Now what we want to do is jump over into Thrive Leads again. Inside Tony's recipe book lead group, we're going to create a new type of opt-in form. It's going to be of type ribbon. And let's just go ahead and create a new form inside our ribbon group. So it's going to be our default ribbon PDF. And it's going to display not immediately, but perhaps 3 or 4 seconds after someone visits or lands on our page. We don't need Smart Exit because we already have an exit intent form configured, so we're not going to need that. And now we can just go ahead and create a new form. This is going to be our default ribbon form. And now we just need to pick out a template. So let's do. Oh, is this? This is the one. As usual, let's just go ahead and find a cool looking ribbon that we can work with. One where there's an image, perhaps. Maybe this one that kind of overlaps could be a cool one. Let's try that one. Awesome. Yeah, let's replace this image with an image of our book. Nice. It's a little too big, so we're going to have to make it smaller. And I don't think I need... There's an image effect happening here, I think. You know what? You can just hit this button that says reset to default, and it'll revert any image effect changes that the template comes with. So that's cool. And that should be good. All right, so now we can just customize the text, grab our PDF, grab Tony's high protein, low carbs recipe book for free. Limited time offer. Awesome. And of course, when people click on this button, it's going to take them to state number 2. But as usual, well, in this case, state number 1, let's delete that one. And let's just go ahead and... Oh my God, did I? Oh, I deleted the one that I wasn't supposed to delete. Okay, let me just do that one more time. Great, let's go ahead and clone this one. And now we're going to have our second step. Great. And here, instead of a button, we're going to have an opt-in form. And we probably don't need the copy because we're going to need some real estate to play with. Let's see if there's a horizontal one that we can use. Probably this one, this simple opt-in form. Let's go ahead and get rid of this column. Just not sure that we need this column because I think I want to make use of more real estate screen to adjust and play with this opt-in form. Let's make it all black. It's perfect. And again, as we did earlier with our exit intent form, we gotta go back to our default state and configure the main call to action to make sure that it triggers state number 1, you know, the second state in this case. I should probably get better at naming my steps. All right, so this is animation in action, switch state, and we're gonna go to state number 1. All right, let's go ahead and preview that and see what that looks like. Limited time only, and boom, perfect. Now, important, I haven't shown you how to connect your forms to your email marketing service. That's actually super easy to get done. You can just click on your form here inside Thrive Leads, add a new connection. In this case, I'm connected to SendGrid. And this is, as long as you configured your email marketing service inside Thrive Dashboard, that is going to pull up all of your different mailing lists inside your SendGrid account, which has been connected to your Thrive Dashboard. And then you have similar settings that you can customize, whether you want to redirect people to a custom URL once they've opted in, or whether you want to just simply show a success notification, or you could potentially have a third state here for after someone has successfully opted in, and you can just switch the state to that last state again. There is one last thing that I want to show you guys, which is once, we've taken care of creating all of these different forms, the exit intent form, the ribbon, and all of that looks great, but don't forget that you have to turn these things on, okay? So in this case, we've just turned on the ribbon and our screen filler lightbox on desktop. Don't forget to turn them on mobile as well. And important, a lot of people think that just because you turn them on here, okay, they should display on my site automatically. No, don't forget that you gotta set your targeting options as well, which means that you gotta tell Thrive Leads, okay, yeah, I want you to display these forms on, all pages, all posts. I want you to display them to logged in users, logged out users. These things matter. Don't forget. There is one more technique that I want to show you that I think is pretty cool, which is in-content lead magnets, but I'm saving that one for a dedicated video, so be sure to subscribe to not miss it. The next thing that we may want to do is test. We may want to test different headlines or colors or the placement and layout of our page. And with Thrive Leads, starting an A/B test is actually super easy. And again, you may want to be comparing things as simple as what text you have for the call to actions on your landing page. You may be running a test where in one version the button says download the free, the free website audit, versus a secondary page where the copy on the button says see my top 7 website mistakes, and you can just compare and see which one performs better and which one gets more people to hit that button and opt in into your email list. And again, Thrive Leads makes it super easy for you to watch in real time which one is performing best, and you can keep the winner once you've made an analysis and once you've come up to the right conclusion. Now, all this work leads to setting up an automated, value-packed welcome email sequence. Your form should push people to your email marketing service, whether that's Drip, ActiveCampaign, MailerLite, ConvertKit, there's a bunch of them. And the first email that you're delivering to people contains the promised lead magnet. Then you may have a second email following up with extra tips or maybe like a personal story. And you want to really show that you're human and not just an automated email robot. And hopefully by email number 3, 4, or 5, you've done a good enough job with your emails by sharing stories and testimonials that you're now ready to sell them your products and services and get them to convert into real paying customers. If you follow this process, you'll have a working lead generation system live before the end of the day. And nothing too complicated that we've covered on this video, but if you're someone wondering, okay, how do I quickly start building up my email list and warming people up by using a lead magnet, then hopefully you've found it helpful. Hit subscribe if you want to own your leads and not just wish for them. And yeah, I truly appreciate your time. If you have any questions or comments, just drop them in the comment section below. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks again. Bye.